जी गुड मॉर्निंग।
मॉर्निंग भाई। गुड मॉर्निंग। हैप्पी न्यू ईयर भाई हैं।
हाँ, हैप्पी न्यू ईयर जी।
तो एनीवे, लेट अस होप दैट आवर भक्ति इंक्रीजेस दिस ईयर।
यस।
स्टार्ट करें क्या? 1 मिनट रुक जाए।
हाँ, रूपा भी
हाँ,
आ रही है जी बस।
शी इज हियर।
जी। जी आप स्टार्ट करिए।
अच्छा, ओके।
जी नया साल मुबारक हो
हाँ,
आपको।
तुम्हारे को भी मुबारक हो भाई, और भगवान कृष्ण के कृपा प्राप्त हो हम लोगों को सभी को, है।
जी।
जी।
नया साल हमारे लिए कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस से भरा हो। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते
भगवती
वासुदेवाय।
वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते
ओम भगवते
वासुदेवाय।
वासुदेवाय।
अच्छा, कल हम लोग पढ़ रहे थे कहाँ पर? वहाँ पे
18.40।
40 मुझे पढ़ना था, एक और बचा था मेरा।
जी।
विसृज्य तम च प्रपच्छ वत्स कस्मद्धिरोदशी केन वा ते अकृत मित्युक्तः स न्यवेदयत्।
हाँ।
He threw the dead snake aside and asked his son why he was crying, whether anyone had done him harm. On hearing this, the son explained to him what had happened. The father did not take the dead snake on his neck very seriously. He simply threw it away. Actually, there was nothing seriously wrong in Maharaja Parikshit's act. But the foolish son took it very seriously, and being influenced by Kali, he cursed the king, and thus ended a chapter of happy history.
हम्म।
हाँ, तो
हम्म।
ended the chapter of a happy history, मतलब परीक्षित महाराज का राज्य जो था ना, वो
हम्म।
कलयुग घुस नहीं पा रहा था। अब वो
हम्म।
ना उसको एंट्री मिल गई है।
जी।
तो अब आगे तुम पढ़ो।
जी। निशम्य सप्तमदर्हम नरे नरेन्द्रम स
नरेंद्रम।
ब्राह्मणो। जी। नरेन्द्रम स ब्राह्मणो नाथ मज नाथ मज मजम भ्यनंदत। अहो बताहो महद्रथ ते कृत मल्पीयसी द्रोह उरूर्दमो धृता।
क्या?
ट्रांसलेशन। The father heard from his son that the king had been cursed, although he should never have been condemned, for he was the best among all human beings. The rishi did not congratulate his son. On the contrary, began to repent, saying, Alas, what a great sinful act was performed by my son. He has awarded heavy punishment for an insignificant offense. The king is best of all human beings. He is the representative of God and he is never to be condemned for any of his actions. In other words, the king can do no wrong. The king may order hanging of culprit, son of Brahmana, but he does not become sinful for killing a Brahmana. Even if there is something wrong with the king, he is never to be condemned. A medical practitioner may kill a patient by mistaken treatment, but such a killer is never condemned to death. So, what to speak of a good and pious king like Maharaja Parikshit? In the Vedic way of life, the king is trained to become a Rajarshi or a great saint. Although he is ruling as king, it is the king only by whose good government the citizen can live peacefully and without any fear. The Rajarshi would manage their kingdom so nicely and piously that their subject would respect them as if they were the Lord. That is the instruction of Vedas. The king is called Narendra or the best among the human beings. How then could a king like Maharaja Parikshit be condemned by an inexperienced, puffed up son of Brahmana, even though he had attained the powers of a qualified Brahmana? Since Samika Rishi was an experienced, good Brahmana. He did not approve of the action of the condemned son. He began to lament for all that his son had done. The king was beyond the jurisdiction of curse as a general rule. And what to speak of a good king like Maharaja Parikshit? The offense of the king was most insignificant, and his being condemned to death was certainly a very great sin for Shringi. Therefore, Rishi Samika regretted the whole incident.
हम्म
Hmm.
चलो आगे पढ़ो.
जी, न न वै नभि नभिर नरदेवम पराख्यम सम्मातुम समातु समातुम हर्ष्य विवक्य बुद्धे यत्तेजसा दुर्विषहेण गुप्ता विदन्ति भद्राण्य कुतो भयाः प्रजाः. Translation. Oh my boy, your intelligence is immature, and therefore you have no knowledge that the king who is the best among human beings is Adbuz as personality of Godhead. He is never to be placed on equal footing with common men. The citizens of the state live in prosperity, being protected by his unsurpassable prowess. जी, next. अलक्ष्य माड़े नरदेव नामनी रथांग पाड़ा वै मंग लोकः तदा ही चौर प्रचुरो विंडच्य त्य रक्ष्यमाणो अविवरूथवत् क्षणात्. Translation. My dear boy, the Lord who carries the wheels of a chariot is represented by the monarchical regime. And when this regime is abolished, the whole world becomes filled with thieves, who then at once vanquish the unprotected subject like scattered lambs. Purport. According to Srimad Bhagavatam, the monarchical regime represents the Supreme Lord, the personality of Godhead. The king is said to be the representative of the absolute personality of Godhead because he is trained to acquire the qualities of God to protect the living beings. The battle of Kurukshetra was planned by the Lord to establish the real representative of the Lord, Maharaja Yudhishthir. Any ideal king, thoroughly trained by culture and devotional service with the martial spirit, makes a perfect king. Such a personal monarchy is far better than so-called democracy of no training and responsibility. The thieves and rogues of modern democracy seek election by misrepresentation of votes, and the successful rogue and the thieves devour the mass of population. One trained monarch is far better than hundreds of useless ministerial rogues, and it is hinted here in that by abolition of the monarchical regime like that of Maharaja Parikshit, the mass of people become open to many attacks of the age of Kali. They are never happy in an overly advertised form of democracy. The result of such a kingless administration is described in the following verses.
हाँ बता दो दिया भैया. वी आर लिविंग इन ए टोटली एनार्किकल सिस्टम.
जी जी.
ये जो है ना रोग्स एंड थीव्स, पुलिस वाले भी साले बदमाश हैं, वो भी उन्हीं के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव हैं. चलो 44 पढ़ो रूपा, तुम पढ़ो.
हाँ. ततद्य न पापुम उपैति अनन्यावम यन्निष्ट नाथस्य वसो विलुप्तकात् परस्परम घदन्ति सपन्ति वृञ्जते पशून् स्त्रियो अथार्तान् पुरुदस्युवो जनाः. Due to the termination of the monarchical regime and the plundering of the people's wealth by rogues and thieves, there will be a great social disruptions. People will be killed and injured, and animals and women will be stolen. And for all these sins, we shall be responsible. The word ne, we, is very significant in this verse. The sage rightly takes the responsibility of the Brahmins as a community of killing monarchical government and thus giving an opportunity to so-called democrats, who are generally plunderers of wealth of the state subjects. The so-called democrats capture the administrative machine without assuming responsibility of the prosperous condition of the citizens. Everyone captures the post of personal gratification, and thus, instead of one king, a number of irresponsible kings grow up to tax the citizens. It is foretold herein that the absence of good monarchical government, everyone will be the cause of disturbance for others by plundering riches, animals, women, etc.
Hmm.
चलो बता तो दिया उन्होंने कि इंजर्ड एंड एनिमल्स एंड वुमेन विल बी स्टोलन तो ये सब हो रहा है चलो 45
तदारे धर्मः प्रविलीयते नृणां वर्णा आश्रम चर युद्ध स्त्रिये मयः तथो अर्थ कामनाभि निवेशितात्मनां सुनाम कपीन एवं वर्ण संकरः. At the time of people in general will fall systematically from the path of a progressive civilization in respect to the qualitative engagements of the caste and the order of the society and the Vedic injunctions. Thus, they will be more attracted to economic development for sense gratification, and as a result, there will be an unwanted population on the level of dogs and monkeys. हाँ यही तो हो रहा है बिल्कुल.
5000 साल पहले उन्होंने बता दिया था ये देखो करना है 5000 साल पहले जो आज हो रहा है वो बता दिया था उन्होंने.
Yes, it is foretold here in that in the absence of the monarchical regime, the general mass of the people will be an unwanted population like dogs and monkeys. As the monkeys are too sexually inclined and dogs are shameless in sexual intercourse, and general mass of the population born of intelligence connection will systematically
Illegitimate connection, Upa.
कहाँ?
The general mass of
Sorry. Yeah, general mass of population born of illegitimate connection will systematically go astray from the Vedic way of good manners and qualitative engagements in the caste and orders of life. The Vedic way of life is progressive march of the civilization of the Aryans. The Aryans are progressive in Vedic civilization. The Vedic civilization's destination is to go back to Godhead, back home, where there is no birth and no death, no old age and no disease. The Vedas direct everyone not to remain in the darkness of the material world but to go towards the light of the spiritual kingdom far beyond the material sky. The qualitative caste system and the orders of the life are scientifically planned by the Lord and His representatives, the great rishis. The perfect way of life gives all sorts of instruction in things both material and spiritual. The Vedic way of life does not allow any man to be like the monkeys and dogs. A degraded civilization of sense gratification and economic development is the byproduct of the godless or kingless government of the people, by the people and for the people. The people should not therefore begrudge the poor administrations they themselves elect. क्लियर है तो
हो गया तुम्हारा
जी.
हाँ मेरे हो गए 3.
तो मैं पढ़ता हूँ हैं
जी.
46 धर्मपालो नरपति सतु सम्रांग बृहच्छवा साक्षात महाभागवतो राजर्षि है मेघयाट श्रित्र श्रमयुतो दीनो नैवास्म क्षपमहर्ति. The Emperor Parikshit is a pious king. He is a saintly, celebrated, and is a first-class devotee of the personality of Godhead. He is a saint amongst the royalty. He has performed many horse sacrifices. When such a king is tired and fatigued, being stricken with hunger and thirst, he does not at all deserve to be cursed. इसका पढ़ने का कोई खास फायदा नहीं है.
जी.
तो text 47 पापेषु स्वभृत्येषु बालेना पक्व बुद्धिना पापम कृतं तद भगवान सर्वात्मा शंतु मत हति. Then the rishi prayed to the all-pervading personality of Godhead to pardon his immature boy who had no intelligence and who committed the great sin of cursing a person who was completely free from all sins, who was subordinate and who deserved to be protected. Purport: everyone is responsible for his own action, either pious or sinful. Sri Samika could foresee that his son had committed a great sin by cursing Maharaja Parikshit, who deserved to be protected by Brahmanas, for he was a pious ruler and completely free from all sins because of his being a first-class devotee of the Lord. When an offense is done unto the devotee of the Lord, it is very difficult to overcome the reaction. The Brahmanas, being at the head of the social order, are meant to give protection to their subordinates and not to curse them. There are occasions when a Brahmana may furiously curse a subordinate Kshatriya or Vaishya, etc. But in the case of Maharaja Parikshit, there were no grounds, as already explained. The foolish boy had done it out of sheer vanity in being a Brahmana's son. Thus, he became liable to be punished by the law of God. The curse never forgives a person who condemns his pure devotee. Therefore, by cursing a king, the foolish Shringi had committed not only a sin but also a great offense. Therefore, the Rishi could foresee that only the Supreme Personality of Godhead could save his boy from his sinful act. He therefore directly prayed for the pardon from the Supreme Lord, who alone can undo a thing which is impossible to change. The appeal was made in the name of a foolish boy who had developed no intelligence at all. है ना, तो उन्होंने भगवान के पास पहुंचे वो हैं कि फादर जो है ना बच्चे के लिए. A question is raised herein that since it was the desire of the Lord that Parikshit Maharaj be put into that awkward position so that he might be delivered from the material existence, then why was a Brahmana's son made responsible for this offensive act? ये भी बड़ा important question है. The answer is that the offensive act was performed by the child so that he could be excused very easily, and thus the prayer of the father was accepted. But if the question is raised why the Brahmana community as a whole was made responsible for allowing Kali into the world affairs, the answer is given in Varaha Puran that the demons who acted inimically towards the personality of Godhead but were not killed by the Lord were allowed to take birth in the families of Brahmanas to take advantage of the age of Kali. अच्छा, इसका मतलब हो गया कि वो लड़का जो था वो मतलब वो असुर था पुराने जन्म में, है ना. हाँ, तो आजकल यही बात है, ये अभी बताएंगे प्रभुपाद. द ऑल मर्सीफुल लॉर्ड गेव देम ए चांस टू हैव देयर बर्थ इन द फैमिलीज ऑफ पायस ब्राह्मणास so that they could progress towards salvation. But the demons, instead of utilizing good opportunity, misuse the Brahminical culture due to being puffed up by vanity in becoming Brahmanas. है ना, ये बता रहे. द टिपिकल एग्जाम्पल इज द सन ऑफ समिष्का ऋषि एंड ऑल द फुलिश सन्स ऑफ ब्राह्मणस are warned hereby not to become as foolish as Shringi and to be always on guard against the demoniac qualities which they had in their previous births. The foolish boy was of course excused by the Lord, but others who may not have a father like Samishka Rishi will be put into great difficulty if they misuse the advantages obtained by birth in a Brahmana family. ब्राह्मण में मतलब ये तो उन्होंने बता ही दिया, इनडायरेक्टली कहीं आगे जाके डायरेक्टली भी बता देंगे कि सारे असुर जो है ना ब्राह्मणों के वहां पैदा हो गए. ये बता देंगे. वो एक्चुअली दैट इज अ फैक्ट ऑल्सो. इंडिया का जो इतना कबाड़ा हुआ है इन्होंने किया है. टेक्स्ट 48, ऑल्दो आई शुड नॉट कहना मैं मतलब, लेकिन या इट्स क्वाइट ट्रू. टेक्स्ट 48, तिरस्कृता विप्रलब्धा शप्ता शिप्ता हता अपि नास्य तत् प्रति कुर्वन्ति तद भक्ता प्रभवो पिहि. The devotees of the Lord are so forbearing that even though they are defamed, cheated, cursed, disturbed, neglected or even killed, they are never inclined to avenge themselves. ये बड़ा important बात है भाई. ना ये जो है ना ये इस श्लोक में कि भाई ये सारी जो 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 जब आपके अंदर में ये सब चीजें नहीं है ना, तो आप समझो कि क्या नाम है, आप जो है आपकी प्रोग्रेस जरा स्लो है. ये बड़ा है ना, जब आप जब ये कह रहा है ना, इवन दो दे आर डिफेम्ड, चीटेड, कर्स्ड, डिस्टर्ब्ड, neglected or even killed, they are never inclined to avenge themselves. तो ये तो भाई कहा गया है भागवतम में। तो ये चीज जो है ना, ये है, these are the qualities of a devotee, you know, not ordinary human beings. Ordinary human beings are like monkeys and dogs. Rishi Samika also knew that the Lord does not forgive a person who has committed an offense at the feet of a devotee. The Lord can only give direction to take shelter of a devotee. He thought within himself that if Maharaja Parikshit would counter curse the boy, he might be saved. But he knew also that a pure devotee is callous about the worldly advantages or reverses. As such, the devotee are never inclined to counteract personal defamation, curses, negligence, etc. As far as such things are concerned in personal affairs, the devotee do not care for them. But in the case of their being performed against the Lord and his devotees, then the devotee take very strong action. It was a personal affair, and therefore Samika Rishi knew that the king could not take counter action. Thus, there was no alternative than to place an appeal to the Lord for the immature boy. It is not that only the Brahmanas are powerful enough to award curses or blessing upon the subordinates. The devotees of the Lord, even though he may not be a Brahmana, is more powerful than a Brahmana. But a powerful devotee never misuses the power of for personal benefit. Whatever power the devotee may have is always utilized in service towards the Lord and his devotees only. ये बात है ना? तो बड़ा क्षमा का गुण होता है, मतलब डिवोटीज में। चलो अब तुम पढ़ो राधा, तुम्हारा।
जी। पुत्र त्यागेन सो अनुतप्तो महामुनि स्वयं विप्रकृतो राज्ञा नैवाध्यम तद चिंत्यत। Translation: The sage thus regretted the sin committed by his own son. He did not take the insult paid by the king very seriously. Purport: The whole incident is now cleared up. Maharaja Parikshit garlanding the sage with a dead snake was not at all a very serious offense. But Shringi's cursing the king was a serious offense. The serious offense was committed by a foolish child only. Therefore, he deserved to be pardoned by the Supreme Lord. Although it was not possible to get free from the sinful reaction, Maharaja Parikshit also did not mind the curse offered to him by a foolish Brahmana. On the contrary, he took the full advantage of the awkward situation, and by the great will of the Lord, Maharaja Parikshit achieved the highest perfection of life through the grace of Srila Sukdev Goswami. Actually, it was the desire of the Lord, and Maharaja Parikshit, Rishi Samika, and his son Shringi were all instrumental in fulfilling the desire of the Lord. So none of them were put into difficulty because everything was done in relation with the Supreme Person.
हाँ, बता दिया है उन्होंने कि सारा कुछ क्लियर हो गया
जी। प्रायशः साधवो लोके परदंदेषु योजिताः न व्यथिन्ति न हृष्यन्ति यत् आत्मा अगुणाश्रयः। Translation: Generally, the transcendentalists, even though engaged by others in the dualities of the material world, are not distressed, nor do they take place in worldly things, for they are transcendently engaged. The transcendentalists are the empiric philosophers, the mystic and devotees of the Lord. Empiric philosophers aim at the perfection of merging into the being of the absolute. Mystics aim at perceiving all-pervading supersoul, and the devotees of the Lord are engaged in the transcendental loving service of the personality of Godhead. Since Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagwan are different phases of the same transcendence, all these transcendentalists are beyond the three modes of material nature. Material distress and happiness are products of three modes, and therefore the cause of such material distress and happiness have nothing to do with the transcendentalist. The king was a devotee and the rishi was a mystic. Therefore, both of them were unattached to the accidental incident created by the supreme will. The playful child was an instrument in fulfilling the Lord's will. Thus, end of Bhakti Vedant purport of the first canto, 18th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Maharaja Parikshit cursed by a Brahman boy.
अब देखो ना, यहाँ पर जो है ये कि जो डिवोटीज है ना, जब दूसरों की वजह से चाहे उनको कष्ट मिल जाए, चाहे उनको कोई बहुत बड़ी हैप्पीनेस मिल जाए, बट उससे वो अफेक्टेड नहीं होते। ये
हम्म,
थोड़ा ध्यान में रखने योग्य है
जी 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 जी।
है ना।
हाँ हाँ
तो ये बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर खत्म हुआ कि मतलब वो
जी
जो ये जो है ना, दिस इज गिविंग द बैकग्राउंड ऑफ कि श्रीमद् भागवतम के रिसाइटेशन का बैकग्राउंड बन रहा है ना।
जी।
अब
नेक्स्ट में पढ़ती हूँ।
हाँ, पढ़ो पढ़ो पढ़ो। नहीं हो गया तुम्हारे, तीन नहीं, अभी दो हुए हैं शायद।
दो है, अच्छा। सूत उवाच महीपत महीपति।
अपीयरेंस ऑफ सुखदेव गोस्वामी, अब ये वाला इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर है। हाँ।
सूत उवाच
हम्म
महीपत स्तवथ तत्कर्म गर्ह्यम विचिन्त्य यन्नामकृतं सुदुर्मनाः अहो मया नीच मनायर वर्तकृताम निरागसी ब्रह्मणि गूढ़ तेजसी। Translation. Sri Sudha Goswami said, while returning home, the king Maharaja Parikshit felt that the act he had committed against the faultless and powerful Brahmana was heinous and uncivilized. Consequently, he was distressed. Purport. The pious king regretted his accidental improper treatment of the powerful Brahmana who was faultless. Such repentance is natural for a good man like the king, and such repentance delivers a devotee from all kinds of sins accidentally committed. The devotee are naturally faultless. Accidental sins committed by a devotee are sincerely regretted, and by the grace of the Lord, all sins unwillingly committed by a devotee are burnt in the fire of repentance.
हाँ, चलो भाई, रूपा पढ़ो तुम, है ना।
ध्रुवम ततो मे कृत देव अहलेन नाद दुर्तयम दुर्तयम व्यसनम नाति दीर्घात तदस्यु कामम प्रिय घ निष्कृताय मे यथा न कुर्याम पुनरेव मृद्या। The king Parikshit thought, due to my neglecting the injunctions of the Supreme Lord, I must certainly expect some difficulty to overcome me in the near future. I now desire without reservation that the calamity come now, for in this way I may be freed of the sinful action and not commit such an offense again. आई थिंक आगे पढ़ ले, इसमें तो बहुत
हाँ
क्लियर
हाँ
है
हाँ
ही
हाँ, इसीलिए क्या मैं
ट्रांसलेशन।
लास्ट में है ना, पर खाली ये वाला सेंटेंस, महाराजा प्रहलादा saved his demoniac father by his personal devotional service. A devotee son in the family is the greatest boon or blessing of the Lord. ये कह रहे हैं। The family members of a devotee also share the effects of devotee service and Lord. Maharaja Prahlad saved his demon father by his personal devotional service। ये महाराज बता रहे हैं। एक मिनट पढ़ लो ये, इसको यहाँ पे अच्छा है।
ये पढ़ते हैं। अच्छा, the supreme lord enjoins that Brahman and cows must be given all protection. The Lord is himself very much inclined to do good to Brahman and cows. Maharaja Parikshit knew all this, and thus he concluded that his inserting a powerful Brahmana was certainly to be punished by the law of Lord, and he was expecting something very difficult in the very near future. He therefore desired the imminent calamity to fall on him and not on his family members. A man's personal misconduct affects all his family members. Therefore, Maharaja Parikshit desired the calamity to fall on him alone. By suffering personally, he would be restrained from future sins, and at the same time, the sin which he had committed would be counteracted so that his descendants would not suffer. That is the way a responsible devotee thinks. The family member of a devotee also share the effect of a devotee's service unto the Lord. Maharaja Prahlad saved his demon father by his personal devotional service. A devotee son in the family is the greatest boon or blessing of the Lord.
ये बहुत अच्छी बात बताई है, बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट की क्या नाम है आप आपके जो कर्म है ना उसकी वजह से आपके फैमिली मेंबर्स भी अफेक्टेड होते हैं, बट एट द सेम टाइम इफ यू आर ए डिवोटी तो
हम्म,
आपकी जो 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 डिवोशनल सर्विस है उसका फायदा भी उन्हें मिलता है।
हम्म,
आगे।
Uh,
हम्म।
Adev Rajyam Balam Radhya Kusam परा को पिता ब्रह्मा कुलान कुलानाओ नालो में
हम्म।
दह दहत्व अभरदस्या पुनार ना में बहुत बहुत भूत पाप पाप्यशी धी पाप्यशी धी द्विज देव गोभ्या
हम्म,
I am uncivilized and sinful due to my neglect of Brahminical culture, God consciousness and cow protection. Therefore, I wish that my kingdom, strength and riches burn up immediately by the fire of the Brahmanas' wrath, so that in the future I may not be guided by such inauspicious attitudes.
हम्म,
Progressive human civilization is based on Brahminical culture, God consciousness, and protection of cows. All economic development of the state by trade, commerce, agriculture, and industries must be fully utilized in relation to the above principle. Otherwise, all so called economic development becomes a source of degradation. Cow protection means feeding the Brahminical culture, which leads towards God consciousness, and that thus perfection of human civilization is achieved. The age of Kali aims at killing the higher principles of life, and although Maharaja Parikshit strongly resisted the domination of the personality of Kali within the world, the influence of the age of Kali came at an opportune moment, and even a strong king like Maharaja Parikshit was induced to disregard the Brahminical culture due to a slight provocation of hunger and thirst. Maharaja Parikshit lamented the accidental incident, and he desired that all his kingdom, strength, and accumulation of wealth would be burned up for not being engaged in Brahminical culture, etc. Where wealth and strength are not engaged in a advancement of Brahminical culture, God consciousness, and cow protection, the state and home are surely doomed by providence. Providence. If
हम्म,
we want peace and prosperity in the world, we should take lessons from this verse. Every state and every home must endeavor to advance the cause of Brahminical culture for self purification, and God consciousness for self realization, and cow protection for getting sufficient milk and the best food to continue a perfect civilization.
हम्म,
Conclude किया.
हम्म। हम्म।
सा चित्तयन अथिहम
हम्म,
अथाशर्णोड यथा मुने युक्तोक्तो निऋषिर्तृष्य अका सॉरी
का- काख्या,
का हाँ काख्या सा
हाँ,
साधुमेने नाचिरेण तक्षका
हम्म,
नलं प्रशक्तस्य विरक्तिकारणम्.
हाँ,
While the king was thus repenting, he received news of his imminent death,
हम्म,
which would be due to the bite of a snake bird,
हम्म,
occasioned by the curse spoken by the sage's son. The king
हम्म,
accepted this as a good news, for
हम्म,
it would be the cause of his indifference towards worldly things.
हम्म, ये
चलो
Here
पढ़ लो।
क्लियर है क्या नाम है कि भाई ये जो है ना ही टूक इट एज ए ब्लेसिंग क्या नाम है उसको
हम्म,
अब संसार में जो उसकी आसक्ति है वो
हम्म,
खत्म हो जाएगी, मतलब ही
हम्म,
टूक इट एज ए ब्लेसिंग। उनको डर
जी,
क्या कि यार हफ्ते भर बाद मैं मर जाऊंगा।
हम्म,
है ना। मेन चीज ये है कि उनको ये डर नहीं लगा कि बिकॉज ही वॉज ए डिवोटी, उनको कहा कि ये इस शरीर का तो कोई मतलब नहीं है, तो ही एक्सेप्ट।
हम्म
हमारी तो
हम्म
जानी, जब जब लोगों को पता चलता है कि तुम्हें कैंसर हो गया है, तो उनकी तो जानी आधे अधमरे तो वैसे ही हो जाते हैं ना,
जी।
हम्म,
सुन करके कि यार मेरे को कैंसर हो गया, अब मैं खत्म हूंगा, मतलब समझ रहे हो ना।
हम्म
हम्म,
द पीपल दे आर अनेबल टू एक्सेप्ट इट,
हम्म
कि भाई ये तो भगवान जो है अच्छा कर रहे हैं हमारे साथ, है ना,
हम्म
हमको जल्दी बुलाए ले रहे हैं। उस ना बाकी बचा टाइम है तो फिर अपना भगवान में लगाएं, क्या जरूरत है इस शरीर से चिपके रहने की।
हम्म
हम्म।
है ना। तो मेरे ख्याल में ये इतना बड़ा परपोर्ट है, इसको पढ़ने से कोई खास वो नहीं है, बिल्कुल बड़ा क्लियर है ये श्लोक इटसेल्फ,
हाँ, वो तो
है
क्लियर
ना।
बता रहे हैं कि
The king accepted this as good news, for it would be the cause of his indifference toward worldly things.
हम्म
हम्म,
राजपाट सब लोग, घोड़ा गाड़ी सब छोड़ दिया उन्होंने तुरंत।
हम्म
मैं पढ़ता हूँ, मैं तुम्हारा हो गया।
जी।
5 अथो विहाये मममु चलोकम विमर्शितो हेते तया पुरस्ततात कृष्णंग सेवा मघि मन्यमान उपविशत प्राय ममत्य नरदाम। Maharaja Parikshit sat down firmly on the banks of Ganges to concentrate his mind on Krishna consciousness, rejecting all other practices of self-realization. Because transcendental loving service to Krishna is the greatest achievement, superseding all other methods. बड़ा यार बात बता रहे हैं कि ये
हाँ,
श्लोक में है, ये परपोर्ट में नहीं है ना।
हम्म
ये जो है ना, उन्होंने जो क्या किया कि ये श्लोक में ये कह रहे हैं, महाराजा परीक्षित sat down firmly on the banks of Ganges to concentrate his mind on Krishna consciousness, है ना। यहाँ पे नाम भी
हम्म,
कृष्णा, जो श्लोक में ये कृष्णा कृष्णान गिरी सेवम, ये है वर्ड का नाम, है ना। भगवान कृष्ण की सेवा में सोचने लग गए,
हम्म,
रिजेक्टिंग ऑल अदर प्रैक्टिसेस ऑफ सेल्फ रिलाइजेशन बिकॉज ट्रांसीडेंटल लविंग सर्विस टू कृष्णा इज द ग्रेटेस्ट अचीवमेंट सुपरसीडिंग ऑल अदर मेथड्स।
हम्म,
हाँ, उपविश्यत प्राप्त, ये बताया इन्होंने, बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट वर्स है। फॉर ए
हम्म
डिवोटी लाइक महाराजा परीक्षित, नन ऑफ द मटेरियल प्लैनेट्स, इवन द टॉप मोस्ट ब्रह्मलोका इज ए डिजायरेबल एज गोलोक वृंदावन, द abode of Lord Shri Krishna, the primeval Lord and the original personality of Godhead. This earth is one of the innumerable material planets within the universe, and there are innumerable universes also within the compass of the Mahatattva. The devotees are told by the Lord and his representatives, the spiritual master or the acharya, that not one of the planets within the insurmountable universe is suitable for the residential purposes of a devotee. The devotee always desires to go back home, back to Godhead, just to become one of the associates of the Lord in the capacity of a servitor, friend, parent, or conjugal lover of the Lord, either in one of the innumerable Vaikuntha planets और इन गोलोक वृंदावन द प्लेनेट ऑफ द लॉर्ड कृष्णा। मतलब डिवोटी जो है ये 4-5 चीजों में ही रहना चाहता है, या तो उनका दास रहना चाहता है, या उनका लवर रहना चाहता है, या उनका पेरेंट बनना चाहता है, लाइक दैट, है ना। कैपेसिटी ऑफ द सर्विटर, फ्रेंड, पेरेंट और कंजुगल लवर ऑफ द लॉर्ड। All these planets are eternally situated in the spiritual sky, the Paravyum, which is on the other side of causal ocean within the Mahatattva. Maharaja Parikshit was already aware of all this information due to his accumulated piety and birth in a high family of devotees, Vaishnavas, and thus he was not at all interested in the material planets. Modern scientists are very eager to reach the moon by material arrangements, but they cannot conceive of the highest planet on this universe. But a devotee like Maharaja Parikshit does not care a fig for the moon, or for that matter any of the material planets. So when he was assured of his death on a fixed date, he became more determined in the transcendental loving service of the Lord Krishna by complete fasting on the bank of transcendental river Yamuna, which flows down by the capital of Hastinapur in Delhi state. Both the Ganges and Yamuna are Amratya, transcendental rivers, and the Yamuna is still more sanctified for the following reasons. तो ये जो है ये महाराजा परीक्षित जो थे ना वो बैठ गए वहां पर। और ये जो बहुत बड़ी बात कही है कि जो मतलब कि उनकी इच्छा जो थी ये सब नहीं कि कि स्वर्ग लोग पहुंच जाए, ब्रह्म लोग पहुंच जाए, बट ही वांटेड टू गो बैक टू द सुप्रीम लॉर्ड कृष्णा's Yamuna. टेक्स्ट 6 या वे लस श्री तुलसी विमिश्र कृष्णा घिरे वभ्यधिकाबुनेत्री पुनाति लोकानुभयत्र शेषान कस्ताम न सेवेत मरिष्य माणा। The river Ganges, by which the king sat to fast, carries the most auspicious water, which is mixed with dust of the lotus feet of the Lord and the tulsi leaves. Therefore, that water sanctifies the three worlds inside and outside, and even sanctifies Lord Shiva and other demigods. Consequently, everyone who is destined to die must take shelter of this river. अच्छा भाई, है ना। तो गंगा और जमुना की ये मतलब ग्लोरिफिकेशन कर रहे हैं इस परपोर्ट में, है ना। तो ये इसको मेरे हम लोग को पता ही है,
स्किप कर सकते हैं।
हाँ, है ना। लास्ट पैरा में ये कह रहे हैं, अकॉर्डिंग टू द वराह पुराण एज कोटेड बाय श्रीला जीवा गोस्वामी, there is no difference between the water of Ganges as Yamuna, but when the water of Ganges is sanctified 100 times, it is called the Yamuna. Similarly, it is said in the scriptures that 1000 names of Vishnu are equal to one name of Ram, and three names of Lord Ram are equal to one name of Krishna. All this these are the details, but the main thing is Ganga and Yamuna both are very sacred and holy. These are yes. तो आदमी को जब भी मौका मिले तो कम से कम स्नान करना चाहिए।
जी जी।
हालांकि आजकल काफी डर्टी हो गई है, लेकिन फिर भी अभी इलाहाबाद में या यहाँ पे वृंदावन वगैरह में मतलब जब भी मौका मिले तो टेक ए डिप। 7
जी।
इति व्यवचित द सपांडवीय पायो पैवेशम प्रति विष्णु पद्याम दद्धो मुकुंदाग्रि मनवन्य भावो मुनिव्रतो मुक्त समस्त संग, है ना। इस वाटर का सबसे बड़ी महिमा है कि भगवान के पैरों से निकलती है तो उनकी डस्ट के साथ में निकलती है और तो छूती हुई बात है। द ट्रांसलेशन, दस द किंग द वर्दी डिसेंडेंट ऑफ पांडवास डिसाइडेड once and for all and sat on the Ganges bank to fast until death and give himself up to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, who alone is able to avoid liberation. So, freeing himself from all kinds of associations and attachments, he accepted the vows of a sage. यहाँ पर इस परपोर्ट में पढ़ना चाहे तो पढ़ ले, लेकिन एक ही चीज है बड़ा क्लियर कट, जैसे जैसे आपकी उम्र बढ़ती जाती है ना, भगवान से एसोसिएशन मतलब भगवान का जप तप और ये सब बढ़ाते जाओ धीरे धीरे, है ना, ताकि आपका जो है कार्यक्रम जो है वहां जाने के लिए फिट होना शुरू हो जाए। और देखो महाराजा परीक्षित को पता चल गया भाई 7 दिन में मरने वाले हैं, तो गंगा के नजदीक जाके उन्होंने स्नान उनान करके वो बैठ गए, है ना। तो ये है हाँ, तो फिर हो गया। तुम पढ़ो, अब किसका नंबर है तुम्हारा? राधा। हाँ जी। टेक्स्ट 8
जी। तत्रो पज मुर्भुवनम पुनाना महानुभावा मुनियः शशिष्याः प्रायेण तीर्थ अभिगमापुदेशैः स्वयं ही तीर्थानि पुनन्ति सन्तः। Translation. At that time, all the great minds and thinkers, accompanied by their disciples and sages who could verily sanctify a place of pilgrimage, just by their presence arrived there on the plea of making a pilgrim's journey. When Maharaja Parikshit sat down on the bank of Ganga, the news spread in all directions of the universe. and the great-minded sages who could follow the importance of the occasion all arrived there on the plea of pilgrimage. Actually, they came to meet Maharaja Parikshit and not to take a bath of pilgrimage. Between all of them were competent enough to sanctify the place of pilgrimage. Common men go to pilgrimage sites to get themselves purified of all sins. Thus, the place of pilgrimage became overburdened with the sins of others. But when such sages visit overburdened place of pilgrimage, they sanctify the place by their presence. Therefore, the sages who came to meet Maharaja Parikshit were not very much interested in getting themselves purified like common men. But on the plea of taking a bath in that place, they came to meet Maharaja Parikshit because they could foresee that Srimad Bhagavatam would be spoken by Sukadeva Goswami. All of them wanted to take advantage of the great occasion.
देखो उनको पता चल गया ना कि अब ये जो है भागवतम विल बी स्पोकन बाय सुखदेव गोस्वामी।
जी
हम्म
जी
चलो पढ़ो।
अत्र वसिष्ठ च वनः शारद्वा नरिष्ठ नेमि भृगुर गिंराश्रश्च पराशरो गाधि सुतो अत राम उतथ्य इंद्र प्रमुदेह वाहो मेधातिथि देवल अष्टिन श्रेणो भारद्वाजो गौतमः पिप्लादः मैत्रेय और वह कवशः कुंभयोनि द्वैपायनो भगवानर दक्ष। Translation: free from different parts of the universe, there arrive great sages like Atri, Kavyan, Kaivana, Saradwan, Arishtani, Bhrug, Vasishtha, Parasara, Vishwamitra, Angira, Parasuram,
परशुराम है यहाँ।
परशुराम, उत्थ्या, इंद्र प्रमद, इंदु, इध
मायु, चलो
मायु, अच्छा, मेध हतिथि, देवला, अर्षसेन, भारद्वाज, गौतमा, पिपालदा, मैत्रेय, औरवा, कवसा, कुंभ योनि, द्वैपायना एंड द ग्रेट पर्सनालिटी नारद purport। अच्छा
ये इसके अंदर में यहाँ पर तो ना डिटेल्स है उन लोगों के, है ना
जी।
यदि एक बार जरा इसको आप रीड करिए सो दैट वी कैन गेट देयर राइट नेम। अगर आप
मेरे को भी तो इतना ही है, लेकिन
नहीं आइडिया होगा, नए नाम है,
कोई बात नहीं,
नेक्स्ट करना है जी,
है ना। ये मेरे को भी इतना ज्यादा मेरे को नहीं लगता
जी,
चाहे बना ये, बल्कि संस्कृत में अगर पढ़े तो शायद समझ में आए। वो थोड़ा मुश्किल है हम लोगों के लिए।
ये नहीं पढ़े हैं नेक्स्ट?
हाँ आगे नहीं, अब तुम्हारा हो गया मेरे ख्याल में 3 हो गए।
अच्छा,
9, 10 और अब ये रूपा को पढ़
अन्ये च देवर्षि ब्रह्माषि वार्या राजर्षि वार्या अरुण दयक्ष नानार्ष्य प्रवरान समेता नभश्च राजा शीर्षा ववंदे। There were also many other saintly demigods, kings, and special royal orders called Arunyadas, a special rank of Rajarshi from different dynasties of sages. When they all assembled together to meet the Emperor Parikshit, he received them properly and bowed his head to the ground.
important है, समझ लो ना।
The system of bowing the head to the ground to show respect to superiors is an excellent etiquette which obliges the honored guest deep into the heart. Even the first grade offender is excused simply by this process. The Maharaja Parikshit, although honored by all the rishis and kings, welcomed all the big men in the humble etiquette in order to be excused from any offenses. Generally, at the last stage of one's life, this humble method is adopted by every sensible man in order to be excused before departure. हाँ, in this way, Maharaja Parikshit implored everyone's goodwill for going back home, back to the Godhead.
Hmm.
Hmm. सुखो सुखो प्रविष्टेष्य वथ तेषु भूर्यः कृतप्रमाणः स्वचिकित्सतः कृषितं यत् विज्ञापयामास विविक्तिचेता उपस्थितो अग्रेष्य अभिगृहीतो प्राणी. After all the rishis and others had seated themselves comfortably, the king, humbly standing before them with folded hands, told them to his decision to fast until death. Purport: although the king had already decided to fast until death on the bank of Ganga, he humbly expressed his decision to elicit the opinions of the great authorities present there. Any important decision, however firmly fixed, should be confirmed by some authority. That makes that makes the matter perfect. This means that the monarchs who ruled the earth in those days were not irresponsible dictators. They scrupulously followed the authoritative decisions of the saints and sages in terms of Vedic injunction. Maharaja Parikshit, as a perfect king, followed the principles by consulting the authorities even up to the last days of his life. अच्छा, मतलब जो वो करने जा रहे थे, वो चाह रहे थे कि फाइनली ये लोग अपनी व्यू हमें दे दें कि वेदर आई एम डूइंग राइट और नॉट, है ना?
ये चीज नहीं.
हाँ, ये क्या कह रहे हैं फिर ये कि expressed his decision to elicit the opinion of the great authorities present there.
हाँ तो ठीक तो है, मतलब उन्होंने बताया उनको सबको कि भाई
बताया है बस.
बस बताया उन्होंने क्रम में, अगर उनको किसी को कुछ उसमें ऑब्जेक्शन होता है या वो कुछ और कहना चाहते तो कहेंगे वो आगे चल के ना होगा
हाँ.
वो कहेंगे।
राज उवाच.
हम्म
अच्छा, इसमें तो संस्कृत लिखी नहीं मेरे में. अहो वयम धन्यात्मा आत्मा नृपनन नृप.
पाणान पाणान हाँ
हाँ, इसमें हिंदी नहीं लिखी, इंग्लिश ही लिखी है.
हाँ.
महात्मम अनुरक्ष्यान्या शिला राजनम कुलाम ब्रह्मणा पदा सौचद दुराद विषम. हाँ, वृषम पता ग्रह कर्मा. The fortunate king said, indeed, we are the most grateful of all the kings who are trained to get favors from the great souls. Generally, you sages consider royalty as refuse to be rejected and left in a distant place. एक मिनट जरा सा, क्या कहना मांग रहे हैं, दोबारा पढ़ना पड़ेगा. The fortunate king said, indeed, we are the most grateful of all the kings who are trained to get favors from the great souls. Generally, you sages consider royalty as refuse to get rejected and left in a distant place.
मतलब ये यहाँ पर ये कह रहे हैं कि भाई जो है ना, मतलब आप लोग इतने महान ऋषि वगैरह, नारद मुनि वगैरह, इतने बड़े बड़े लोग आप आए हो, तो आप लोग के सामने तो हम राजा लोग तो जो है कूड़ा करकट की तरह हैं, जिनको आप मतलब कहीं कोई दूरी छोड़ देते हो. मतलब आप आए हैं तो मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है ना. ऑल किंग्स हु आर ये कह रहे हैं, द फॉर्चुनेट किंग सेड, इंडीड वी आर, वी मतलब हम लोग जो है सारे लोग, वी आर मोस्ट ग्रेटफुल ऑफ ऑल द किंग्स हु आर ट्रेन टू गेट फेवर्स फ्रॉम द ग्रेट सोल. मतलब सारे राजाओं में मिला करके आई एम द मोस्ट. जनरली यू सेजेस कंसीडर रॉयलिटी एज ए रिफ्यूज. रिफ्यूज का मतलब होता है कूड़ा करकट. बी रिजेक्टेड एंड लेफ्ट इन डिस्टेंट प्लेसेस, दूर भी कहीं छोड़ देते हैं. इसको क्या पढ़ा मतलब यही बता रहे बेसिकली कि मतलब जो राजा थे, ही वॉज वेरी मॉडेस्ट पर्सन. मतलब उनके अंदर जो है ना, मतलब अहंकार वाली चीज जो है, अगर कुछ होगी भी कहीं पर भी, एक क्षणिक हुई थी उनको, लेकिन अदरवाइज ही वॉज वेरी वेरी मतलब अहंकार नहीं था उनमें।
हाँ
पढ़ना चाहो तो पढ़ लो इसको, यू यू मे वांट टू रीड, पढ़ लो चलो। अकॉर्डिंग टू रिलीजियस प्रिंसिपल्स,
According to the religious principle, stool, urine, wash water, etc. must be left at the long distance. Attached bathrooms, urinals, etc. may be very convenient amenities of modern civilization, but they are ordered to be situated at a distance from residential quarters. That very example is cited herein in relation to the kingly order for those who are progressively marching back to Godhead. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that to be in intimate touch with dollars and cent men or the kingly order is worse than suicide for one who desires to go back to Godhead. In
हाँ
other words, the transcendentalists do not generally associate with men who are too enamored by the external beauty of God's creation. By advanced knowledge in spiritual realization, the transcendentalist knows that this beautiful material world is nothing but a shadowy reflection of the reality, the kingdom of God. They are not therefore very much captivated by the royal opulence and anything like that. But in the case of Maharaja Parikshit, the situation was different. Apparently, the king was condemned to death by an inexperienced Brahman boy, but factually he was called by Lord to return to him. Other transcendentalists, the great sages, the mystic who assembled together because of Maharaja Parikshit's fasting on to death, were quite anxious to see him, for he was going back to Godhead. Maharaja Parikshit also could understand that the great sages who assembled there were all kind to his forefathers, the Pandavas, because of their devotional service to the Lord. He therefore felt grateful to the sages for being present there at the past stage of his life, and he felt that it was all due to the greatness of his late forefathers and grandfathers. He felt proud, therefore he happened to be the descendant of such great devotees. Such pride for the devotee of the Lord is certainly not equal to the puffed up sense of vanity for material prosperity. The first is reality, whereas the other is false and vain. रिया जी ऐसे लास्ट तीन स्टेटमेंट एक्सप्लेन करें, स्पेशली दिस. Such pride for the devotees of the Lord is certainly not equal to the puffed up sense of vanity. अच्छा for material prosperity. हाँ, now got it. The first is reality, and whereas the other is false and vain.
हाँ
ठीक है ना, समझ में आ गया ना?
जी
हाँ
तो हो गया तुम्हारा है।
जी
जी
तो मैं पढ़ लेता हूँ, एक पढ़ता हूँ है।
जी
हाँ.
टेक्स्ट 14, तस्यैव मेघस्य परावरेशो व्यासक्ते चित्तस्य गृहेष्वभीक्षणम् निर्वेद मूलो द्विज शाप रूपो यत्र प्रसक्तो भयमाशु धत्ते. The supreme personality of Godhead, the controller of both the transcendental and mundane world, has graciously overtaken me in the form of Brahmana's curse. Due to my being too much attached to the family life, the Lord, in order to save me, has appeared before me in such a way that only out of fear I will detach myself from the world. Purport है ना, उन्होंने कहा देखो
The
भगवान,
pure
हाँ,
reflection.
इन्होंने इसको गलत नहीं लिया है भाई। बड़ा इसके लिए बहुत हाई लेवल ऑफ डिवोशनल सर्विस चाहिए। Maharaja Parikshit, although born in a family of great devotees, the Pandavas, and although securely trained in transcendental attachment for association of Lord, still found the allurement of mundane family life so strong that he had to be detached by a plan of the Lord. Such direct action is taken by the Lord in case of special devotee. Maharaja Parikshit could understand this by the presence of topmost transcendentalists in the universe. The Lord resides with his devotees, and therefore the presence of the great saints indicated the presence of the Lord. The king therefore welcomed the presence of great rishis as a mark of favor of the Supreme Lord. वाह, है ना? ये बात है भाई, है मतलब बहुत ही क्या कहते हैं ना, जैसे पायस चीजें हो रही थी उस समय। एक और पढ़ लेते हैं। तम मोक्षातम प्रतियंतु विप्रा कंक देवी धृत चित्त मनीषे द्विजोपत्स्त्रिश षष्ठ कुहकस्तक्षको वा दशत्वम गायत विष्णु गाथा। Brahmanas, just accept me as a completely surrendered soul, and let Mother Ganges, the representative of the Lord, also accept me in that way, for I have already taken the lotus feet of the Lord into my heart. Let the snake bird or whatever magical thing the Brahmana created bite me at once. I only desire that you all continue singing the deeds of Lord Vishnu. Purport. As soon as one is given up completely unto the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, he is not at all afraid of death. The atmosphere created by the presence of the great devotees of the Lord on the bank of Ganges and Maharaja Parikshit's complete acceptance of the Lord's lotus feet were sufficient guarantee to the king of going back to Godhead. He thus became absolutely free from all fear of death. और 7 दिन पहले ही उनको क्या नाम है, मतलब ये हो गया उनका क्या नाम है कि भाई मेरे को अब कोई डर नहीं है। आप लोग आ गए, आप लोगों की प्रेजेंस इज इंडिकेटिव ऑफ द लॉर्ड्स प्रेजेंस, है ना। और है ना,
जी
कल में खत्म करें हैं कल,
जी
है ना, शाम को।
जी जी आज तो वेंसडे है, आज तो
हाँ, आज आज यार वो मेरे को मैं त्रिश्लोकी गीता करने का सोच रहा हूँ ना, तो
हाँ,
अभी
तो
तक
वेंसडे
मैंने
को तो वही
बताया भी
होती
नहीं है। हैं?
आज वेंसडे को तो वही होती है जिया जी।
हाँ, 7:30 बजे ही करेंगे भाई,
ठीक है
है ना, 7:30 बजे करेंगे। मैं लिख करके भेज दूंगा ग्रुप में।
जी।
वैसे तो देखो कौन कौन आता है, बट हम वो बड़ा त्रिश्लोकी गीता जो है ना बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट
जी
है ना। वो चैप्टर
जी
15 में है, वो दैट एस्टेब्लिशेस कि लॉर्ड और हम लोग की क्या पोजीशन है, व्हाट
हाँ
व्हाट इज आवर पोजीशन एंड व्हाट इज आवर रिलेशनशिप,
जी
है ना। क्योंकि उनको कहा भी गया है, जैसे चतुर्श्लोकी गीता, ये कोई भगवान ने नहीं बताया कि ये चतुर्श्लोकी है और ये त्रिश्लोकी है। ये
हम्म
रामानुजाचार्य ने बताया कि भाई ये चतुर्श्लोकी गीता है ये,
हम्म
है ना। तो वो बड़े बड़े जो वैसे लोग हैं ना जो रियलाइज सोल्स,
जी
तो उनकी बातों को हम लोगों को भी समझना चाहिए और इम्पोर्टेंस,
हम्म
है ना।
जी
ये जब अब त्रिश्लोकी गीता पढ़ेंगे, है ना।
जी
तो
जी
एक बार करके हम लोग, एक
हम्म
बार उस श्लोक की गीता हम लोग पढ़ चुके हैं, हम लोग उसको पुनः पुनः अध्ययन करेंगे ना।
नहीं 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 नहीं, अभी कहाँ पढ़ेंगे, चैप्टर 15 में आएगी, अभी नहीं है, अभी अभी कहाँ हुई है। अगर होती तो बताते ही हम लोग ना, अभी तो
एक
चैप्टर 3 तक
त्रिश्लोकी
हुआ है।
गीता जो थी, जो बुधवार को हम लोग पढ़ रहे थे, उसमें 3 श्लोक ही
वो
थे ना।
चतुर्श्लोकी गीता थी, वो 4 श्लोक थे
अच्छा
उसमें।
अच्छा, ओके
वो
ओके,
चतुर्श्लोकी गीता थी, ये त्रिश्लोकी गीता है।
अच्छा अच्छा, चैप्टर
ये
15।
3 श्लोक हैं क्रम है, चैप्टर 15 में है, वो चैप्टर 10 में थी।
अच्छा, हाँ हाँ, वो चैप्टर 10 में थी, राइट।
ठीक है। हम्म
जी
जी जी,
वो पुरुषोत्तम लोक में थी, और ये चैप्टर 10 का मुझे हेडिंग याद नहीं है।
ओके, ठीक है।
ठीक है, तो
जी
बताओ। यस, थैंक यू फॉर रिमाइंडिंग एक्चुअली, है। ठीक
जी,
है। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्ण
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे
राम
हरे।
हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
हरे हरे,
हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे।
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू टू ऑल।